Hey you guys, this is a CS from DWP, and I thought I'd make a quick video on why I play Warframe the way I do. This actually stems from fighting games, and there's a lot of small mechanics in fighting games that are, I want to say, directly transferable to Warframe, which is a little odd, but I think it's just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So I've actually gotten this from more than one person. Now I can't take my battle online, so I can't show you in a match because I don't have PlayStation Plus, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you why it looks like I'm a tryhard. You know what I mean? So just the amount of inputs that I'm accustomed to come directly from fighting games. You know what I mean? Let me show you a simple combo with just Thanos, right? And you'll be able to see my inputs, right? So, you know, if there's any confusion, like, oh, he's just trying to do so much, he's doing this, because it's because somebody in my clan said it, and I kind of explained it to them, but I've gotten this from more than just that person, so it's not because of him why I'm making this video, but it's just to show like my inputs that I'm accustomed to. So just for example, something called a ROM. Oh yeah, I got block on. So something called a ROM, for example, let's do no guard. Okay, we have some lag there. Here we go. Right, so that's just one comment. You can see the inputs that I was doing, right? Now let's say I was doing like a team synergy type of thing, right? Then we'll start it off like this. Oh, messed it up. Let's try it again. Well, I messed up the last. I hit hard kick on accident, but it's these type of combos that I'm accustomed to, right? It's hitting all those buttons constantly. So right, it's just doing stuff like that, you know. And then when it comes to, like, for example, like my spin to win stuff, right? Spin to win, spin this way, slice, you know, cut off my Sarin Spore with a catch moon shot. Like, that comes from doing stuff like that. Now if you look at the input versus the actual attack, the input comes out before the attack. You just get used to like priority frames. You get used to follow it frames. So what happens is, in most video games, and this is almost every video game, is there is a input lag, not an input lag, but there's an input queue, right? And there's a window of time where the input is taken into the queue, right? So if I do it too quick, like if I do it super, well, this is a fighting game, so the queue window is a lot bigger. So I can do it one after another and it'll still come out. But in games like Warframe, there's a window between this and this, right, where you throw your spore, and then there's a window where you can actually shoot right after. And once you identify where that window is, you can actually fire your catch moon within that window, right? And sometimes your inputs, you may hit a button and your input will come out a little later than the actual button press, right? For example, if I did like that, the kick comes out like there's a thing called a plink, where it's a priority link, where if you hit the buttons one after another, that happens in Warframe as well, right? Well, that's not really a plink. A plink is more like if I hit jab punch and like hard punch and light punch, it causes a dash. But if I hit it when a dash isn't available, it throws out a hard punch, right? Now, a priority link is when you hit both of the buttons like one after another, and should it be blocked, this is usually called option select. But if it's blocked, then it'll throw out like a chain attack. You know what I mean? But if not, you saw that? Right? It'll throw out a chain attack. Or, like, let's say I'm blocking, and then I block and I do a push block, right? Then what'll happen is it'll either break the block or it'll do a push block. Whether they try to throw me or they try to hit me, right? So all these little things that you pick up in fighting games, which it seems like it's like, oh, it's just a fighting game, you just run up and you just hit buttons. Like, yeah, that's true, but there's a lot of beneath the surface information that is directly transferable to like a lot of other games, which is why you see guys like Sonic Fox dominate a lot of like pretty much all fighting games. And you'll see guys like Justin Wong or Smug or even Punk, you know, PG Punk, they'll go into like different games and like destroy it, you know, and guys playing fighting games with steering wheels, things like that, because you know, yeah, you're at the end of the day, you're still hitting buttons in a certain sequence. You know what I mean? So if I do that, like, because that for me, that's R2 circle, right? R2 circle, and if you notice, I'm doing that in my air combo, right? Right there, right? So if I'm doing it in my air combo, you know, to light kick, that's the same as a spin attack. That's R1 and circle. So really, I'm just hitting R1 circle. But I'm so accustomed to doing it, that's why the spin attack comes out so quick. Does that make? I hope that kind of makes sense. Same thing with like you know, like instant heavy attacks. You know, like instant slam attacks. That just comes from plinking square into my middle, not my middle button, but it comes from like if you look, I hit light punch and then I hit my, well, it's basically my attack button and my stone button at the same time. But I have that on R3, but it's being used to hitting buttons consecutively so quick, right? So from hitting buttons so consecutively so fast and just being used to doing that kind of stuff, specifically with timing in between buttons, you know, this is where coptering came in, this is where the spin to win without macros came in, this is where, you know, like frame interrupts, you know, like you're in the middle of doing something and you could do a frame interrupt. You know, and look, and just understanding how mechanics in the game works, you'll be able to kind of eyeball certain mechanics as well, such as, you know, Protea just came out, and already I'm trying to practice. The timing of getting my operator out right before she starts to rewind, so I could, or even timing my operator to come out where I want to be positioned. You know, like repositioning myself using my operator, and those kind of things come about from, you know, like. You know, just getting creative with the tools that you have. You know, like for example, you know, it's not a good block string, but it's a block string nonetheless, right? So if you notice, he could push me back. So it's not a good string to try to have, but there are tools and you can transfer this information into Warframe. If you find something that is quote unquote a exploit, but it's by design, such as that, you can't push block projectiles, right? But you can push block, you know, anything that's connected to the player. So if I don't want to be push blocked, why don't I just do projectiles? Now he can't push block that because that doesn't have a hitbox until it ignites. So if I mix all this up, now you're stuck in the corner. You see what I'm saying? And you have to figure out how to get out that block string. Let alone if you hit your fourth and if you hit your fourth, you know, and you do, because in fighting games, that's basically, a block string is considered crowd control. That's the easiest way I could put it. Crowd control in fighting games, or not crowd control in fighting games. A block string in a fighting game is effectively the exact same thing as crowd control in Warframe, right? So the whole idea is to keep your enemy from being able to attack, and should they attack, they're going to get hit by something. That's the whole concept. So, you know, like let's see. So let's say I got this block string, but I have to, you know, I have to keep control of the battlefield in Warframe, right? So I'm going to execute a block string, but I want to use my fourth, right? Now, does my fourth have tools that I can use? You know, is there something in my weaponry that I can use? This is my Warframe, right? Thanos would be my weapons, you know, like a Brahma or something. Well, okay, well, the Brahma doesn't have native slash, so maybe there's another option to get slash, right? Okay, the Brahma doesn't really hit viral, but it does have prime cryo rounds, right? And then, you know, I have, you know, I don't know, I got a weak weapon or something, or I'm playing as, you know, I can just have something on me like a Helios. Well, maybe I can use, you know, the Gladiator stat stick. So now I have so I got my Warframe doing its thing, right? And then I can come in and I could also use my other tools that are given to me to complete this particular task. Does that make sense? You know, and ultimately is you have a thing set in front of you, you have an issue set in front of you, and you need to achieve a goal. So it's up to you to use the knowledge that you have to get as creative as possible to complete that goal. And so this is why I wanted to show like why I play Warframe the way I play Warframe is because I play fighting games by nature. And in fighting games, you have to get creative with what you have. You know, he has an air dash. Well, what can I do with an air dash? Okay, he has an air dash, but I can't cancel any attacks out of it. See? I can cancel late, but it's too late for me to do anything. Right? You see what I'm saying? But I can do like a jump that, and then I could throw a bomb. Okay, so maybe that's an option. Oh, he has a hover. Maybe I can get an instant overhead. You know what I mean? So if he was like crouching, for example, let's see. Let's say all guard crouching, right? So if he's crouching, he's gonna oops, is block on? Let's do low only. Why isn't he blocking? Mid, high, high, low, mid. No, it needs to be mid, low. Really? He's not blocking. Okay. Well, nonetheless, you guys get the idea. I'll just turn it off. So if you're low, let's say he's blocking. He can block low. So I need another option, right? I can't keep coming at him with this, you know, stuff. Oh, he's still blocking. I'm hitting low. He's still blocking. Well, remember this little thing you got? That's kind of like, okay, you got a Sancti Tigris. I know it doesn't have as much status as a Tigris Prime, but what if you tried crit? What if you tried crit instead of status, right? Well, you can go status and then open it up to whatever you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to instill in you guys. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, Demon Gozer? You know, I figured I'd just try to kind of explain why I play Warframe, but I'm also trying to give some like philosophies that I think could transfer into Warframe, because after, you know what it is, I saw some videos yesterday of hard mode and people were taking gas damage in to fight Grineer. They were using Nyx and not stripping armor. They were taking forever to kill, you know, the sergeant. They were just doing all kinds of just, I don't know, just nutter butter kind of strategies, and it's like you're not really being creative or using the tools in front of you. And unfortunately, these people are the people giving feedback to DE, which is fine. That's fine and dandy. But what I'm trying to do is I'm hoping that this way of thinking isn't the mass majority of people in Warframe, because it is a relatively easy game, but the amount of complaining that I hear from a lot of people just tells me that they're probably not as creative. I don't want to say smart, but they're probably just not looking at the situation as creative as they could be thinking, right? Like, there's a thing called a mix-up. I'm going to play a little bit of arcade mode, and I'll show you some ideas of like mix-ups. And a mix-up in Warframe would be something like exploiting condition overload, right? I wish I could do online mode, but online mode is, I don't have PlayStation Plus, and you need PlayStation Plus for this game, and I don't feel like paying for it, right? Which is fine. I'll get it some other day. If you guys want to see me play online, I'll play online. But I did kind of want to give you guys an idea of what a mix-up looks like. We're going to do Rocket Raccoon again, or actually I'll do Doctor Strange, because actually let's do Venom. I haven't played Venom in a while. So we're going to do Venom, and I meant to put it on hard mode, but it doesn't matter, whatever. So effectively, a mix-up in this game is when you there's a bunch of different types of mix-ups. You have 50-50s, you got high-lows, you got you got indefinite mix-ups where you're hitting high-low and on either side. This is good with Doctor Strange and Thanos. They have that type of mix-up, which is basically like an impossible mix-up. But a mix-up, for example, would be if I did that and then dash, right? So I would do that and dash. Now, what is that supposed to do? Well, I'm on the opposite side, right? But if I dash, I get that mix-up and end up on that side, right? I can also do that, which is Thanos' kinda instant overhead. You can also do a 50-50. Now I'll take all this, what I'm telling you, and take it to Warframe. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit him with an overhead and low at the same time, right? So I'm gonna do that, tag, and I hit low, right? That's called a 50-50. And if you don't get hit by one, you're gonna get hit by the other. And the timing is so random between them that it almost guarantees a hit every time unless you're just really good at reading frames. Why is this important in Warframe? Well, it's important in Warframe because if an enemy throws an attack, right, and you're comfortable reacting to stuff in that way, and you're used to getting hit with 50-50s and mix-ups, then you'll be able to see the Scorpion throw out her, whip, and you'll be able to react in time because you're used to that, right? You're used to the whip coming at you, and you're gonna either roll to the side or you're gonna hit your operator and void dash, because a void dash they'll miss you when you're in void dash. Usually, you know what I mean? Like those type of reactions will happen. You know what I mean? You'll be able to go from, especially if you do like freestyle fighting. You know what I mean? So like, let's say I'll just start. Nah, this is what's not gonna happen, sir. So let's say you're just freestyle fighting, right? And boom, right? Now after he gets thrown, he already hit the ground, so I'm not gonna be able to do a pickup. So I'm reading the battlefield in Warframe. So at this point in time, yeah, I'm winning, but I only knocked one head off of, or let's say you hit an enemy and they're in the middle of an animation, like an impact animation. Like you hit Nox, you got a headshot, he's not dead yet, but he's staggered, right? Now, you don't have any statuses on him. You didn't knock the glass off, so you don't know if the shot that you're gonna land is necessarily gonna hit the way that you want it to hit. Now, I don't know in this situation if I'm gonna land this next hit, because when he dashes in, that should be a pickup, but it might not be. And if it's not, then I have to start setting up shot. Same thing with the Nox. If the Nox, you shoot and he doesn't die and his stagger animation is over, you either have the option to lock him down, do some type of crowd control, kill him as fast as possible, start setting up your condition overload procs. You have options. You don't have to sit there and just swing blindlessly like a dumbass, hoping that he dies sometime soon with the wrong elemental, going in blind because you're OP. No, you're a top tier player, be a top tier player. You know what I'm saying? So if I come in, boop, I didn't hit him, so now I have to start setting up shot, right? So there's my trap, right? Okay, so he blocked it. So I'm just trying, I hope this is making sense to you guys. I hope this is starting to become a little bit more applicable, right? There's the trap. Right, so let's go ahead and start doing some fun stuff, I guess. Whoops. This is using all your weapons to their fullest potential. Now what's going to happen here is he's going to pop out, right? He's going to pop out. If he doesn't die, he's going to pop out of this super. And when he pops out of this super, right, he's going to instantly pop out. But I know that, but he may not know that. Now, this is like putting yourself in danger sometimes can be a benefit. And this is why you'll see me sometimes jump head first into a battle, because I'm trying to trigger a certain frame out of the enemy, right? And if I trigger that frame, or I trigger that animation, like I trigger like a butcher starting to swing, that starting to swing is going to give me time to roll out the way and get a headshot or do whatever I got to do or get a combo or whatever I'm doing. Or it allows me to reposition, lockdown, and then CC. You see what I'm saying? So if he doesn't die, right? You see how he popped out? Now he popped out, boom, I get a grab. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I play Warframe the way I play. So I don't know. I hope this helps. I hope I'm helping. Whoop. That's called a cross tag. Oh. Nope. I was playing trash right there just because I was trying to show something, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's that. How you doing, Bargoff? How are you doing? I'm just kind of explaining, like, the way I look at fighting games is the same way I look at Warframe, which is why it looks like I'm a tryhard, right? So if I look like I'm a tryhard, it's because I'm pushing a million buttons in fighting games, particularly. And I play Marvel, right? And then playing Marvel, if I'm doing spins and wall jumps and parkours and all this other kind of stuff, that this game is why it looks that way, you know. So I'm really not, you know what I mean? And it kind of got to the point where it's like, do I really have to like show this? Like, I don't want to, but I guess if I have to. So I don't know. I should have just killed her. Woo. I'm gonna get hit. Oh, ha ha ha. Should I do the realm again? Get in that corner. Nope. Ah, tried to do it. Don't make me do it. Oh, she gonna make me do it. Boop, boop. What? Oh. Huh. 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 Oh man, whatever. Don't forget about reset tactics. Oh, resets. I hate resets. I love resets, but I hate resets. Did you know DE and SNK are owned by the same company? Really? I did not know that. I did not know they were. Are they really owned by the same company? Maxing Magus Elevate will be the end of me. Nah, I mean, it shouldn't be. Maxing Magus Elevate, as long as you're doing Eidolon hunts, you should be fine for the most part. I kind of want Doctor Strange right now. But yeah, if you're doing Eidolon hunts, if you just make it a habit to go in and turn in your sentient cores, you should be fine for the most part. Ah, I missed it. What you gonna do, big guy? Ah. You sure you want to do that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't make me take you serious now. Okay. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna show you guys a reset. This is what Demon Goes was talking about. So you do that into a grab. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm gonna try and hit him with the reset. So oh, even better. Ooh, nigga, you don't want to do that. Ooh, 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 nigga, don't make me do it. Oh, you gonna make me do it. Damn. Ooh, ooh. Nah, he's just gonna die. Ooh. I just want to hit him with this little. Ah! Excuse me, sir. I'm so trash right now. It's crazy. That's 200,000 standing. Yes, it's 210,000 standing. But I mean, if you turn in if you turn it every day, it should take you, depending on your MR, it should only take you 4 to 5, no, 8 to 10 days, roughly. Once again, depending on your MR, as long as you're turning in sentient cores. And I think to get an R5, I don't know the exact number, but I'm gonna take a guess and say you only need to do about 5 tri-caps. About 5 tri-caps should have you good with an R5 Magus Elevate. And I keep forgetting you're on PC, right? Yep. And Sony is bid to buy the company. MR21. Yeah. You should be fine. You should be perfectly fine, Bargon. Yeah. You need 21 arcanes. Each one is 10,000. You should be straight. Where are you going? Hold on. Do I gotta? You know, fuck this. Hold on, let me. What? How did? Dude, is this why Dual Kevin keeps winning with Hawkeye? Like nothing's working on him. Sneaky tactics. Ooh. Rom time. Really? Ooh. I don't feel like dealing with this. I want to get Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a little more, you know. Oh, you're on the Switch. Okay. But yeah, you just need 21 arcanes. I highly recommend it. I think a lot of people support me on this. Okay, here's what you do. You get Trinity. You get a sniper rifle so nobody bothers you. You go out, you learn the lure route. You just get an amp. Just a amp. So nobody, and you just run lures. Right? And you just do that until you have enough sentient cores to get a Magus Elevate. That's what I highly recommend. And depending on the frame you get, depending on the build you use, it can be extremely helpful come, you know, hard mode, basically. Who's this, Ultron? I want to ROM you. Is it? Ah, you want some more smoke? Oh. I didn't see that coming. X, you sure you want to do this? Ooh, my heart punch missed. That's not gonna work. Ah. God, I'm so trash right now. Back up. I don't know what to do, y'all. Are we doing I-beams? Boop. Ooh. Come here, little boy. Nope. Ah, I thought I was gonna go under him. What? What? Come here. You're getting wrong. Alright. I wish I would have had it on like very hard. I just need a harder mode. I need to play on. I need to be online. Like people are way more aggressive online. It forces me to like play. Battle without limits. Plus it keeps me from doing the same combos and strats all the time. Like I'm forced to, like I wish I would have got Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon is pretty crazy. Warframe. By the way, that right there was fishing for a frame, right? Remember I was saying earlier how I want the enemy to do a certain frame. This is most common in Street Fighter 2, particularly Champion Edition. If you're fighting Zangief, for example, and you just jump straight up, you can literally just jump straight up. He'll walk in, he'll throw an attack too early, and you can just hit him with hard kick. So you can, but that's CPU strats. You know what I mean? We call it CPU strats. Right now, your Warframe stream has the most viewers. Really? I mean, it only shows 4, but I'll take it. Oh, I dropped it. Whoa. Hot. Ooh, that was a cold kick. Dang, nothing I'm doing is working. I'm so trash right now. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, I thought it was going to be on the other side. Got it. Ah! Ooh. Why is he not doing nothing? Do something. Bro, you are way stronger than that. I got his toe. I don't know. I'm just glad I got his toe. Y'all should see me in Tekken. No, I suck at Tekken. I used to be good. I suck at Tekken. I'm terrible at Tekken. Terrible. Plus my neutral game is like terrible because I haven't played online in months. Like I'm terrible. Alucard, Jaco Man, The Marvelous, Campbell Slice, the Autumn Foods. Whoa. Oh yeah, this is normal mode. He'll be dead in a minute. Oops. Oop. Okay. Hi. Woo. Okay. Shut him down! Oh, that did like no damage. Okay. And we have beat Marvel. Alright, so, oh yeah, it's July 4th. Yes, it is! I'm so thankful you said that. Hey, to you guys watching, happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys are having a great time. I hope there's a lot of food. I hope you guys are going to be getting it in. Lots of soda. If you drink, drink. If you smoke, smoke. If you don't do either, don't do either. But I hope you guys are having a great time. I hope the fireworks going off is going to be great for you guys as well. Just good day, you know what I mean? Like we haven't necessarily started ours quite yet, but the food is going, so you know it'll be a good time. So without further ado, this is CS for DDOBP. I guess I'll just end it on this note. I'm gonna just give you guys a little combo I've been working on for a little while. I haven't finished it, but it's pretty hard and it involves Dormammu and our good friend Rocket Raccoon. And I'm just gonna try it, and if it doesn't work first try, then I'll just I'll just call it a day. So, yep. But it is really funky. And I just got to remember not to sweep them. Because if I sweep them in the beginning, it won't work. But I can only get up to the last like swipe. And I don't know what to do after the swipe. But I'll figure it out. Alright, so... Okay, so... First off, let me get him out here. Right? Okay, then we go... No! No! Ah! Okay, I'll try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, wrong way. Why is he crouching? Okay, here we go. Ah, it does drop. Ah, it drops. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. Ah. By the way, that right there is that's basically spin to win. That right there was spin to win. That's just spin to win right there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is CS from DWP, and I will holler at you guys in the next piece of content. Cheers, happy 4th, love y'all, peace. Woo!